Asmongold responded to some bullshit that I said, which is great. Content fiesta. Let's see. He titled it, "They're still mad about this." So obviously I responded immediately. Disliked. Look at that. Dislike. 139. Okay. What? Did he shadow ban my fucking comment, you little fuck? Did one of your fucking editors hide my name from your channel? What the fuck? Wait a minute. No way am I shadow banned. I literally sent my chat there to like my comment 5 minutes after it was posted. Uh-oh. I'm shadow banned from his fucking channel? There is actually a conspiracy against me. I have been completely shadow banned. I don't even think people can comment the word Tectone on Asmongold's channel. I believe I am a blocked term on this channel. Asmongold, I need you to look into this. Dude, Tectone is a auto mod channel on Asmongold's channel. Oh my God. He has the worst live stream mods too. Yeah, I heard Asmongold's moderators were Nazis. So I should like him. What do we got against me, moderators? What do we got against me? Anyways, now that we got all that bullshit out of the way, let's see what the Roach King has to say.
Tectone had an entire part of his podcast dedicated to they had a little struggle session about me. They
You should come on.
Were upset about me. We're gonna watch it. We are.
Asmongold, you're already framing this in poor light. And I'm going to prove you wrong right here, Asmongold. You got to understand, Asmon. I love you with my whole heart, and you know that. And you know that. You know deep down that you know that. You know that I support you more than anybody else. I love you, man. I want to make sure that you know. Watch this video, by the way. Watch this video on stream. I will no longer support Asmongold. Watch this video. I literally pulled up all of your worst takes, and I attempted to defend them. I would never go in on you, man. I'm going to shit on you a little bit for banter. But you know, man, I'm your second in command.
Forgot all about this. Where the hell did it go? Here it is.
Here it is. Yep. Let's talk about it.
Here we go.
Hey, Twitter editor, be ready. We're about to have a content buffet.
Let's watch it.
Asmongold's gay-ass shirt.
Yep, true. True.
He has gone on record and said that, and I don't know what everybody's opinion is here, and that's okay. There was an image posted of an IRL photo of a VTuber called Demi.
Here we go.
Who in my opinion is morbidly obese, and said, that is a factual statement. You guys got to understand. Do you know how scary it is that I think Asmongold, one of the greatest men on earth, is going to end up with a fucking hippo? I want what's best for my boy. I want him to have a happy life. I want him to impregnate some cock-loving Asian slut for him and him alone. And I want him to have that. You know, they can breed the two S-tier classes of the earth. Make a nice Asian boy. It'd be great. Is that she has a or S-tier.
It's not your opinion. She's probably not morbidly obese. She's probably 80 pounds overweight.
Brother, that is morbidly obese. This is a morbidly obese woman. And if you want proof of that, morbidly obese woman in anti-cellulite leggings, they have the same ass. If you Google morbidly obese woman in anti-cellulite leggings, it is the same ass, okay? Everybody knows it.
I can tell.
Body type. There was also a dog that was kidnapped and sold to a meat shop for $22.
It's true.
And he laughed at it.
True.
Then there was what?
He did! And you know you did! You know you did! That was crazy.
He apologized for that, by the way. He apologized.
Yep.
Stop. Stop.
It's ridiculous.
Stop. Stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
You have this prize-winning, fucking amazing, beautiful, social media famous dog, and it gets stolen out of your house and sold to a dog meat market.
It's sad.
For $20.
It's sad. That's somebody's family member, bro. Dogs are family, bro.
I mean, look, I know you're not supposed to laugh. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
It's outrageous.
Oh my God.
I don't think that you should, listen, okay, I don't think that you should steal people's dogs and sell them to people that will eat them, okay?
There you go.
I'm not saying.
Good, and I know you didn't. That's why I clarified that later.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
He also, this clip was out of context. it looked like he said it was okay for people to abort children when they're at 9 months old. However, that was horrifically out of context. And what he said is the majority.
I think that's actually what he means.
I don't think so. No, so what he said was, in the context of the clip, which I said it very thoroughly.
Let's see if Tectone understands.
Is, I believe I did a very good job of explaining it. He said the vast majority of abortions that happen at 9 months are almost always due to the life of the child or the life of the mother. And so he is okay with the child having to be aborted in extreme scenarios because he believes only extreme scenarios would ever cause a 9-month abortion. What do you think about that next?
That is not what he said, actually.
Okay. I believe that's exactly what he said.
That is what I said, actually.
Yeah, that is what that's what I thought. That's, you know, I really try to have his back, bro. I really do. I really do.
It is. And so, like, so the point that I was making is that I think that you should be able to have an abortion at any time. And it's not because I like abortions. It's because I don't think the government can be fast enough at being able to distinguish when it's a good or a bad decision. And because the government can't make that distinction fast enough, I think that you have to trust the doctor and a mother with making that decision. So it's really a bureaucratically pragmatic perspective. I think that
that's a lot of big words.
Morally, I have the same viewpoint on it that they do, but pragmatically, you have to understand that whenever you introduce different points of difference, especially whenever you're looking at month to month, you know, like you're pregnant for 9.5 months, you could be talking about a week turnaround for something like this that could totally ruin somebody's life. It's easy that could happen. And I think that functionally you can't rely on a government to be able to make a comprehensive, good, you know, in the moment decision on the same level that a doctor can. You can't afford to have large-scale bureaucracy that's involved with decisions that need to be made like that from a week-to-week basis.
Sometimes Asmongold starts saying a lot of things, and I kind of just turn my brain off. It's a very bad habit of mine, you know? And I got this way because of steak and eggs. Sometimes you just started talking and saying all these fucking words, and like these words are bigger than like 8 letters, and I'm like, yeah, man. Yep, go ahead, man. And then everybody's saying true, and I'm like, oh, yeah, true, yep. Oh, man, it's like, holy fuck, bro. Give me a TLDR, bro. Jesus, bro's a yapper.
What he said was he would permit all 9-month abortions because the majority of 9-month abortions are because of some sort of extraneous circumstance.
That's correct. Yes, it's a net positive argument.
Sure.
But because of that, he would allow all 9-month abortions.
That's correct.
That's his take.
Really?
Yes, because it's too risky to try to legislate and try to make decisions between the ones that are legitimate and not. And I don't trust any sort of large-scale bureaucratic agency to be able to make that decision dynamically. I don't think it's realistic to expect that to happen.
See, that's what I say about almost every single out-of-context clip of Asmongold. Sounds a lot better when he explains himself. And I understand his point of view for sure.
I didn't get that. I
didn't get that.
What Tectone said.
Maybe I'm wrong.
From it, that like the most extreme
Each situation's
cases.
different.
I think what me and Nux said are pretty close.
It's kind of like the Second Amendment in a way, right? And like I'm not one for wanting this. I'm just like kind of making a comparison. Is that like the Second Amendment? Like there are a lot of people that shouldn't have guns. We all know that, right? Like there's a lot of people that should never have guns. They shouldn't even be able to vote. They shouldn't have any rights at all.
Sure.
But like we let these people do that because that's the starting point that we have.
I understand that.
And because we have the starting point of the Second Amendment, more people die. If we removed the Second Amendment and we took away everybody's guns, I guarantee you would
more people would be killed by guns.
Have less homicides and less killings in America.
Disagree.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely not. I think anybody who thinks that if you take away the right to bear arms from American citizens that like gun killings will stop is very silly. Because then that means now upstanding citizens are at even more of a disadvantage in society to ill-willed people. I do think this. Because then, when somebody has a gun, it's only the bad guys, and we don't want that. I believe everybody has the right to protect themselves.
Here's the thing, though. I don't give a shit because I want to have a gun. I want to be in America. I want to have a gun.
Yeah.
So, like, at a certain point, you have to introduce and understand that you absolutely, you absolutely 100% do incur more risk and more collateral damage by allowing freedom. Freedom freedom is not freedom from, like, you know, accountability. Oftentimes freedom is creating more accountability.
Sure.
Same thing as the car. Exactly. So that's my argument. And I understand that I'm making a completely morally agnostic, completely pragmatic, utilitarian argument. And I understand that a lot of people will not agree with it. But that's just the way that I think.
A bad history of
I don't view anybody who disagrees with me on the abortion take as a bad person.
Sure.
I just think that I don't think that they see things the same way that I do.
Well, I also just don't think that Asmongold gives a fuck about anything. Like, if somebody disagrees with me, he doesn't care.
Like, I don't have this, like I recognize that my opinion is extreme on this.
Disagreeing with Jews, so I usually just let you have your way, so I don't want to risk it today.
Yeah, if you disagree with a Jew, it's anti-Semitic.
I think Asmongold would fit right into this podcast. You know what I mean? He'd be a great guest to have on. He would. He'd be a great guest. Bad mumbo jumbo.
All of a sudden, he gets banned on YouTube. How did it happen?
Yeah, and then was there anything else that he said recently, or is that pretty much the meat and potatoes of it?
Pretty sure that was it. I mean, Asmongold is such an omnipresent force on Twitter. If he says something anything out of line, it usually comes across everyone's FYP. But yeah, that's about everything that I heard. I didn't even hear about the 9-month.
Careful, he's gonna say that's because he's the main character. He loves saying that.
Old thing actually.
Yeah.
I like Asmongold's takes generally because like it's like ruthlessly pragmatic. All right, that's basically it. He doesn't have some sort
No, he's just a sociopath.
of grounding moral compass. He's just
I do have a moral compass. It just doesn't point north. I have an extremely strong moral compass, and sometimes that's the problem. My idea of what the moral and the right decision to do is generally isn't the way other people see things.
The way that Asmongold sees things is with the complete absence of any empathetic thinking whatsoever, which usually is the correct choice to make. But that is very on brand, as Asmongold doesn't have emotions. He's a robot of righteousness.
like, this will make society best, actually, if we just kill all these people.
Let me, which, for a lot of cases, is the truth.
Well...
Yeah.
Well...
Yep.
Oh, he had the opinion on Eevee.
Oh, that's right. Oh, no, you can tell by the change in his face that he hates this topic. Here we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. He said Eevee looked like a 12-year-old. How do we all feel about that? Here we go.
What's Eevee?
She just looks like an Eevee.
What's Eevee?
Here we go. But yeah, this is great. Jake, pull up an image of the character Eevee, E-V-I-E, here we go, from Stellar Blade.
I think that, okay, so here's the thing, is that my opinion is that in the first frame, like, I'm not willing to argue my perspective on any frame other than the first frame. Because I think that in a lot of the other images, you could easily say that's an 18-year-old girl. But
I could argue it's a 30-year-old Asian woman.
I do hold very strongly that the first frame introducing the character, she did look underage. And it was very, very sus. I don't like that.
I've already admitted that I can understand his point of view for only the first frame. I've already gone on record saying I can understand if you only saw the first frame. However, I believe that's like judging a streamer out of context clips. Why would you judge a character solely off the first frame? Or you could judge it off the millions of other frames. There is only one frame where it looks kind of sus. And I think it's very unfair to streamers, to the world itself. That's like judging things off of the exceptions, not the rule. And that's why I feel like it's very off-brand for Asmongold, because he's a very fair individual, right? He's a very fair individual. So judging something off of one frame is kind of small-minded. You should judge it off the whole package, in my opinion, especially for someone who's seen the whole trailer.
But that frame was bad. That's one frame? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That was what I was going off of whenever I had only seen one frame during the trailer. That's the whole point.
Well, you tweeted after the trailer. You did. You did tweet after the trailer. You did. And you commented. You commented after. You said she looks 12 years old. You did comment after the trailer.
Why does it even matter? I just think it's weird if you show characters that have prepubescent faces whenever they're attached to sexualized bodies. I just think that's weird. I don't think you should do that. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed to. I'm just giving my opinion. Like, that's my
I also think that's the frame she looks the worst in.
opinion. I think that's weird.
I want to know your reaction. Your gut reaction. How old does this Asian woman look? Here we go.
Oh, you're absolutely that. Objection, leading question.
I am just letting him know the race of the woman is Asian. Okay? I want to make it very clear. A white woman with that, little weird, but it's an Asian woman. An Asian woman, Asian women look different. Okay? It's like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Eevee Stellar Blade. Just be honest. Here we go. All I said was, how old does this Asian woman look? What did I say that's not true?
I don't know, man. I mean, I've definitely seen, like, Asian, South Korean chicks kind of look like this.
Right. Yep.
Definitely, I mean, she could realistically be seen as someone who's 18, 19. They do tend to look like that, but that would be a younger looking 18, 19-year-old.
Yeah. Sure.
There is some overlap. But,
so
yeah, she's quite young looking.
This caused a trend of 33-year-old women who are Asian or South Korean to post photos of themselves who literally look identical to this character. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, what are we doing? Why are we pulling up Tectone Instagram? What? What is this? Wait, what is that? Wait, now, hold up. What's going on here?
So,
okay.
You can see that I'm following 218 people on Instagram.
Yeah.
Tectone is following 9.
This isn't even my profile. Wait, this isn't even me. That's my editor's account. This is a fan page.
I know what I'm talking about. You don't. I'm the expert here. I understand this better than anybody. Oh, nobody understands this better than me.
Okay. If you're having a competition for who's the bigger gooner, you may have it. You may have this title. I'm a loser who's getting married next month. You're the winner, gooning to Asian baddies on the internet. Old Tectone would have decimated you. New Tectone's weak in the art of gooning. I will bow my head. You can be the Gooner King. You may have it. You may have it. I've fallen off. I have fallen off.
When I saw these girls saying, oh, look at me, I look just like Eevee, and I'm 31, in my mind, I was saying, yeah, you look like Eevee's mom. Like, what do you mean? You don't look anything like that. Are you retarded? There's not even remotely close. There was like one girl that looked like that. All of the other ones, like, no, you look like a 30-year-old woman. You're just wearing makeup this way. I mean, this is it, the Foid expert. Yes, if there's anybody that knows, nobody knows this better than I do. Nobody knows this, and it's not even remotely close, okay?
I find it so insane how he sat next to Emaru, who looks identical to the type of female that Eevee is, and he can't just say that this chick looks like a petite Asian woman. That's all it looks like. It looks like a petite Asian woman. It does. It looks like people like Eevee. You know what I'm saying? It looks like those people. Asian woman look younger because the culture promotes women to take care of their skins. Whereas dumbass white women, they don't do anything to their skin. So they wrinkle out, they prune out so quickly. That's why you need a white woman who likes K-pop, because then they'll take care of their skin, right? Then they will. They just look like a youthful Asian woman.
I don't care about Instagram. I don't use Instagram.
Yeah, me neither.
God,
but
Asmongold, a 12-year-old's ass. Jesus fucking Christ.
Her ass is crazy, bro. I actually prefer Eevee's model to Eve. And he agrees the ass is crazy. Bang! Let me check my actual Instagram. How many people am I following? On my real Insta, I'm following 39 people, and all of them are accounts on how to be a dad, white supremacy, and like how to take care of your kids. That's it. So he still got me beat. She looks like she has way more personality.
I don't. I think Eve was so much hotter. It's not even remotely close.
That's
not. Eve's body is thicker, but her face is way more bland. She looks like a blow-up doll face. She has no personality whatsoever. Eevee's face is a lot more dark, a lot more bratty. Like, she looks like a bitch, right? And the other thing is, and I'm not going to explain why I know this, I've started to grow tired of massive jugs. Every now and then it's like, the thought is interesting. But for IRL practicality, women are going to age and also be able to have sex a lot better if they have smaller boobs and a larger ass. So I've actually converted a lot more to being an ass guy. I'm not going to explain in detail on why that is, but hopefully one day Asmongold will understand that for himself. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, boobies really fall off later in life as women, so they're more like a liability. They're probably fun to go like this too. Also, titty fucking in real life, it doesn't feel good. I don't know. Many girls have tried. For me, the only thing you really need is a good ass. And it's also nice if your chick works out because then they don't get tired in 3 seconds. And if they're a tomboy, then they're less like women, but they still have a vagina, so you can still have kids with them. So that's another plus. But the more you can make a woman not act like a woman while still having women parts, that's best of both worlds. Anyways, we're back.
That's what contextualizes her age there. Fucking hell.
Yeah, great ass. Asmongold said she looked 12. It was very awful.
This is the image.
We've talked about it. I've let you have this. But hold up.
Yeah.
But I want to remind you, Asmon, you have 100 other photos around there where she doesn't look like that. So why are we judging it off of one frame? How about we just say, for that one frame, she looks sus? Because the reality is, Asmon, when you start playing Stellar Blade, Eevee, Blood Rain, and when you get into the game, and I know you're going to play this game for 6 hours, you're going to get turned on, and then you're going to masturbate, and you're going to come. You're going to regret calling this person a 12-year-old because that's going to look weird. It's a gooner game. She looks bad for one frame. 99.99% of the other time, she looks full as shit. Everybody knows that. Just take that one frame out of the game, and you're good.
Yeah, if I see that image right there.
You know what's crazy? Now I look at that one image, it's really not even that bad. Wait, am I crazy? That frame actually isn't even that bad. It's really not that bad. This is the worst frame. It's not really that bad. Low key, it's really not that bad. Anyways, we're back.
That looks like somebody that is extremely young. I have followed a lot.
Whoa, I thought you said, I follow a lot of women like that, and they're all 12. Oh, man.
Of girls on Instagram. I am an expert on this topic.
Oh, yeah.
This frame is fine. This frame is fine. The
Good.
other frames are generally fine.
Good.
I don't have any problem with the
Good. Yeah, no, I jerked off to this frame hella. I blew my load like 50 times. It was good. It was great.
Other frames. But at the very beginning, you showed a picture like that, and yeah, I thought she looked underage. I did.
Okay. But you admit it's only one frame though, right? So why judge an entire game, damn an entire woman's existence to one clip? You know what I'm saying? You know, we need the full context. But which, by the way, I want to say, I don't give a fuck. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I heavily disagree. I think it just looks like a normal Asian one. Powder, what did you think about that shit?
While I understand that her face looks young, I myself, as like a petite woman, saw it and was like, oh, this is great. More petite woman representation. Yep. So like I was getting mad because, you know, you have the lolly controversy of like lolly versus like lolly petite women are lollies, yada yada yada. Yeah. So like I disagreed that she looked 12. I think
in the first frame she absolutely looked underage. I think she did.
Disagreed that she is a lolly.
She's not a lolly.
I hate that word.
Yes,
I fucking hate that word.
Yeah, because in Japan it just means a whole like large span of things.
If you sexualize a character that's under or before the age of puberty, you are a weirdo. You're a weirdo. That's just that simple. If you are enjoying sexualized, depictions of children, that look like, again, they're prepubescent children, in sexualized ways. If you like that, you're a weirdo.
Yep. Facts. 100% facts.
I mean that's really
100% facts.
And I mean, really, like, I mean, duh. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here?
Yep. 100% agree. Facts.
And I'm not talking about, by the way, I'm not talking about 17. I'm talking about like 9.
Yep.
7.
Facts.
Issue is, I feel like a lot of people think Lolly is either a child or, a petite woman. But like the issue is, Lolly has such a large spectrum. Like you could have lollies that look like actual normal human beings in their 20s. They're just petite. You also have lollies, and it's like Anya from Spy X Family, like a 3-year-old girl.
And like if Anya from Spy, if you like
it's disgusting, and if you like that shit, you are weird as fuck.
Depictions of Anya from Spy Family. I think the FBI should look at your hard drive.
Absolutely.
It's really simple.
100%. Full agree.
Like, I mean, duh.
Full agree.
Obviously.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep. I've talked about this.
Very different, obviously.
It's too large of an umbrella term, and it means way
too. Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
Yep. Many things. Anya from Spy X Family, Kana from Dragon Maid, also being in the same umbrella as Android 21 from Dragon Ball Z.
Android.
Do you know who that is, Jake?
Like, what are we doing?
Do you know Android 21, Jake?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so they're saying Android 21, a Majin demon that's killed Earth with like D-cup titties.
Hold up.
Like, oh my God. Anyways, because she's, actually she's 3 years old because that's when she was created in a lab. It's just like fucking retarded ass bullshit.
That is so the dumb. Inverse of the, she looks 10, but she's actually 3,000 years old. She's totally real.
Yes.
It's the inverse. Like, she looks like a MILF, but she's actually only fucking 3.
Yeah. But Asmongold, and this is something that a lot of content creators won't say. Somebody in chat says, you got baited by Techie. Nobody says that. Android 21 from Dragon Ball FighterZ, designed by Akira Toriyama, sparks lolly debates, mainly due to a specific in-game line about her age. Yes, they are telling you that this chick is 3 years old and you're a pedophile if you like that. I'm going to go even further. They say this is pedophilia. Yes, no, they absolutely do say that. And to the random chatter in Asmongold chat who is lying on my name, disappointed. Because I love the roaches. I consider myself a roach as well. I love it. Asmongold felt the wrath of the lolicon community, and
too bad. You can think whatever you want. If you're sexualizing fictional depictions of children, it's really weird.
Yep, absolutely.
It's super weird.
It's so weird. Absolutely.
And I'm not sorry. Yeah, I mean, like, that's too bad. You gotta deal with it. You should be lucky that you're not getting put in jail. Because I guarantee you that if you take this topic and you explain this topic to an average person at Walmart and you say this is a person that likes whacking off to cartoon versions of children, you are going to get a super majority of the population that wants to put you in jail.
I think that's also very fair.
You should be saying, thank God I'm not getting put in jail for this right now because it's so much of a small thing that nobody's thinking about it. Nobody cares about this.
I actually think about this topic so much because then the argument is made that, well, it's not hurting anyone. And I think the issue is I need to see more studies on it. What people are very uncomfortable with talking about, and this is a topic that's going to get me a lot of hate. Oh, even saying it out loud is one of the things that even I'm like, well, here we go. So I would need to see a study on how people who are into depictions of anime children operate into society. Because the reality is that people who are quote unquote born gay are the same people who are quote unquote born a pedophile. It's an uncomfortable topic. Everybody knows this is true. It's exactly the way that people want to tell you how this operates. If people are born gay and they can't control who they're attracted to, it's the same thing with people who are pedophiles and they can't control who they're attracted to. I'm not garnering any sympathy for these people whatsoever. You absolutely stay the fuck away from children. But I am curious for the people who use these depictions. Does it suppress them and make them be able to operate into society, or does it further their cravings to be disgusting pieces of shit? And yeah, I do think they need Jesus to pray that shit away. But that is the same. If you want to claim that being gay isn't a choice, if you want to claim being bisexual isn't a choice, you kind of have to admit that being a pedophile is not a person's choice. That's how the brain works. Shouldn't have to study it. It's weird and gross, and it shouldn't constantly be in mainstream anime shows. I agree. I'm just saying I'm curious. I'm saying I'm curious. Does that help them suppress their desires to fuck kids by having an outlet? Or does it amplify them by being able to give into those cravings? That's what I'm wondering. Yes, I absolutely do think that if you are jerking off to anime renditions of children, that is weird as
the moment, like, if you put this in front of a national audience in almost any country, at least a Western country, you are going to have this shit made against the law. You are living in a gray zone, and you know it.
No, it probably does not help them. Showing alcoholics pictures of beer makes them want to drink. Well, I think the difference is, Sean, is that if you show an image of an alcoholic, a picture of alcohol, they're not going to jerk off to it, right? But if you show a pedophile an image of a child that's drawn, they're going to jerk off to it. So the one-to-one isn't there. It would be more like if you gave an alcoholic a drink and told them that it was alcohol and they would consume it underneath the impression that it was real alcohol, would that cut their craving or not? But how do you even test this? Do you show them pictures of lolicon and then set them free in a room of 5-year-olds? No, exactly. And that's why this topic remains a gray area, because it's impossible to test without putting real children at risk. That's the problem. And that's why this is a gray area, right? That's why this is a gray area, because there's no way to get to the bottom of this, right? There's no way to get to the bottom of this. But I will say, as a guy who used to frequently jerk off to tentacle porn, I never jerked off to an octopus. And that's why this topic's for debate, because there's a lot of, yeah, well, a community that nobody really wants to deal with frequently, because sometimes, you know, they get a little bit angry.
Who cares?
There's actually many people who I know who are just like, you know what? I'm just going to move past this, because I'm going to say it. There are people who are afraid to say the word lolly, which I think is hilarious. People are horrified of these people. But anyways, that's what happened with that. And well, hopefully I will get a nice, thick Asian woman to strip Asmongold bare and get his brain back under control. Also, to be fair to Asmon, he did say that it was only the first image that she looked young and she looked fine in the rest of the video. Very true.
That's what I said.
What are you saying, Nuggets? Yep. Very true.
400-pound Asian woman for Asmongold.
Yeah, I 385. Okay.
And in his mind, a or S tier body.
Tier body.
I felt like he was trolling.
Classic.
Sorry, Powder. What were you?
I mean, I think that there's a lot of guys that think
So
that.
you thought he was
No,
trolling?
I felt like he was trolling because he was talking about how he would just have to compete with Jamaicans or something.
But here's the truth, Asmongold. I don't think there is many multi-fucking millionaires who consider that an A or S tier body type, and I don't want my boy having to deal with some obese fucking fuck. Okay, you deserve a thick Asian woman to give you children. You do. Or, hey, don't race mix. Get a nice white woman and let's save the white race together. You know what I'm saying? People like me and you, Asmon, we need to procreate. Not together. That's gay. I know you're wearing a pride shirt. I mean, like, we both need to have women to have children with, okay? We need stronger people. Let's keep going here.
Bro. No, she was not on the bananas and rice diet.
No, she was a unit.
Also, yeah, I had to inform everybody what anti-cellulite leggings were and what they do for fat bitches.
Oh my God. And she crazy fat? Yeah, I guess so. He's not wrong. Yeah, I said basically, I'm glad that nobody else likes her. That means the only people that I have to compete with for women like this are Jamaicans.
Yeah.
I remember tweeting this out. I was like, is this one too much?
No, I thought it was hilarious. It was great.
Of course I'm going to say it. There you go. All right, there it is. That's what it was. And cellulite isn't just on fatties. I guess so. And anyway, taking else on fat one too easy again. And also, I don't know what else the rest of it is. I have no idea. What is this? Speaking of being fat, what is that? What is what the hell? Reteritide? What the fuck is this?
Dude, I'm so glad that we're all on the same page where Hassan just makes words up, bro. That no. What was it? Anti-gropping or something? Anti-gropping? Oh, yeah. Agitprop. Good God, bro. Just say agitative propaganda. Holy fuck.
Taking another drug?
Yes, of course it is.
What is this?
Of course it is. Of course it is. That's all he does. He's borderline cyborg at this point.
Oh my God. So...
Guy doesn't have high standards, man. He is the laziest motherfucker. He has like 10 negative affixes and he doesn't want to give them up because they give him bonus points and comfort, so he goes for hoes. I think Asmongold's a great man, and I think we all agree he deserves a quality woman. He does. He needs a quality woman, and he needs a very low-maintenance woman that is self-sustainable by herself, right? Because Asmongold sometimes will just not give a fuck, and he's going to want a game, and he can't deal with some bitch that needs all of his attention.
Oh, this is supposed to help you lose weight.
Of course.
It's like it's Ozempic?
It is. Yep.
It's an anti-fat. Oh my God, dude.
Yep.
I thought peptides were for skincare. What's going on? No, some of those are GLP-1 agonists. Some of those that also doesn't.
I don't think it sounds really that fat. I don't think.
Bro, nobody is lazier than Asmongold's editors, and that's why they shadow banned me from his channel. How fucking dare they? Unless they were doing it to protect Asmongold and to protect me in the past. In which case, editors, I forgive you. Just depends. I've been told that a lot of Asmongold editors hate me, which is a shame. Because I think Asmongold's a great man. I think his community is great people. Editors, if I've ever done anything wrong, feel free to make a video calling me out, and I will apologize. But I would like to be back on good terms. Anyways, TLDR, I just want Asmongold to not end up with a fat bitch. That's pretty much it. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.